example 5, you want to calculate the integral of tangent x dx. So let's go ahead and write out that integral. So we have the integral of the tangent x dx. Okay, so before we do anything, can we rewrite tangent x in terms of a trig identity? Well, we can. We can write this as the integral of the sine of x over the cosine of x dx. Okay? And then what can we do? Well, the next step is we can then let u equal the denominator, which is the cosine of x. So now let's take the derivative of both sides. So if we take the derivative of u, we get du. If we take the derivative of the cosine of x, it's going to be negative sine of x dx. Okay, so let's take a look at step number 2 here. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this in step number 3 so you can see what's happening here. So this is the same thing as 1 over the cosine of x times we can take this sine of x dx. So what we're doing is we're looking for the sine of x dx. So over here, this is sine of x dx, but we need to get rid of that minus sign. So we're going to divide both sides by the negative. So therefore, we get negative du, which is going to equal sine of x dx. So these are our substitutions. Okay? So now in step 4, we're going to have the following integral. We have the integral of 1 over u times, we know that the sine of x dx is negative du. Okay? So now, let's go ahead and then factor out the negative sign. So we have negative times the integral of 1 over u du. Well, what do we know about the antiderivative of 1 over u? Well, we know that that's going to equal negative times the natural log of the absolute value of u plus c. Okay, and so then we need to substitute what we let u equal. So therefore, this becomes the negative times the natural log of the absolute value of the cosine of x plus c. Okay, now we can rewrite this because we know that the negative natural log of the cosine of x, okay, is the same thing as the natural log of the cosine of x to the power of negative 1. Okay, which means that this becomes the natural log of 1 over the absolute value of the cosine of x, which is the reciprocal of that. So therefore, this becomes the natural log of the absolute value of the secant of x. So it could be this result, or we can say that this is the same thing as the natural log of the absolute value of the secant of x plus c. So it could be either or of that solution.